I have some breaking news on mandatory vaccination in Russia, on the coronavirus update, and on discrimination of unvaccinated people. Boy, things are happening. Would you like to know in details? Then let's go. If we're meeting for the first time, then welcome to Letters to King. We're living in today's Russia, explained by the insider you can trust. And if you're a returning viewer, then thank you so much. You're awesome and you rock. Please keep on coming back for more. The biggest news we have is there's a new pet in our house, a crocodile, right here. It's Michael's favorite pet. Don't worry, it's friendly, it doesn't bite, We haven't had any problems with him so far. No, that's not the biggest news. The biggest news, of course, is the coronavirus mandatory vaccination and discrimination of unvaccinated people. This is how I call it. Things have been happening so fast and they're so crazy. I don't even know where to start. Let me give you a brief update. On June 12th, Mayor Sobyanin announced that Moscow was going into a new wave of coronavirus, a much worse wave, a bigger wave, deadlier wave, and things had to be taken care of in terms of, attending to citizens' health, of course. To make a long story short, all dogs were let out loose. Soon after Sobyanin's announcement, a mandatory vaccination in Russia was announced and introduced and started being enforced. I made many videos on this issue. If you want to see them, the link's right here, check them out. But in a nutshell, the Russian government, Russian officials, including Vladimir Putin himself, have said many times, no, there is no mandatory vaccination in Russia, because mandatory vaccination is a violation of human rights, violation of Russian constitution, and it's unacceptable, and there will be no mandatory vaccination. That, not my words, okay? The words came from Vladimir Putin himself. Yet, the government is being very smart. It says that all the businesses must employ at least 60% of people who are vaccinated. And if they don't meet this criteria, then they will be fined. Big fines, tens of thousands of dollars. How do you like the pet? He's so nice. Gotta name him. Anyway, of course, this rule was enacted back in June, but the businesses were given a grace period until July 15th. And there's been so much craziness going on about this rule. Moscow started this whole thing, okay? And all other provinces, well, most of other provinces followed. They followed the suit. They started enacting their own province laws, limiting business, limiting people, limiting travels, and so forth. For example, Krasnodar region, which is located right on the Black Sea, where all Russian tourists flock to in July and August, announced that starting August 1st, not one single unvaccinated tourist will be able to check in into the hotel in Krasnodar region, province. Think about it. If you had coronavirus a few months ago, doesn't matter, you must be vaccinated. If you have the PCR test that you're negative, doesn't matter, you have to be vaccinated. Starting August 1st. Business owners, small, large, doesn't matter, been under pressure from the local authorities to have their employees get jabbed. We've been under tremendous attack from the media, informational attack. Literally, from TV, from the radio, from internet, everywhere. Russian government, Russian media, people, personalities, characters, they all are attacking us. They have been attacking for the past month. Vaccination is good, you're gonna vaccinate. How many deaths does it take for you to vaccinate, and things like that. Then there have been some really funny, incredibly stupid information, perhaps rumors, but I tend to trust those rumors. For example, there are rumors that in Rostov region, although all government federal employees are required to get vaccination and business owners, must convince their employees to get vaccinated, there is no vaccine left. How funny or stupid that is. The city of Moscow introduced this QR code system, meaning if you are qualified to be not dangerous according to the Russian government, Moscow government, that you would get a QR code. To get a QR code, you have to be either vaccinated. If you get jabbed, they give you a QR code, no questions asked. You have to have COVID within past 6 months, like I did in March. QR code is valid until the 6 months are over. And if you have some health issues, conditions that vaccination is dangerous to you. There are 3 conditions under which we needed to get QR codes. To get QR code was really easy procedure. You just go online and you are given within like 30 seconds. But you must meet the criteria. Now, first QR codes were good for the restaurants, and then the officials, the government officials, have been talking about how the QR code system needs to be introduced to all public transportation in Moscow, to airplanes all over Russia, meaning you must get a QR code to get on the plane. And the craziest idea I heard from the official, one of the Moscow vice presidents, like vice bosses, is that QR codes will be needed in the future to get into the grocery stores. Grocery stores to get food. It's crazy, right? I already told you in my videos. And you gotta understand, for the past month, the hype's been being pumped on. They pumped it every day. Vaccinate, vaccinate, vaccinate. Or face consequences. Or, be responsible. Or, be the bad guy. Things like that. And the final, strangest, weirdest news happened a couple hours ago. I just couldn't believe my eyes. Guys, this is so crazy. You're just not gonna believe it. Couple hours ago, Mayor of Moscow, Sergei Sobyanin, the guy who introduced the QR code system, the guy who came out on June 10th and said that things were absolutely worsening in Moscow concerning, the number of infected people, that the infected people were like doubling, tripling, and Moscow hospitals were under extreme pressure just a month ago. The guy who was enforcing this QR code system, who came up with the system of 60%, meaning 60% of employees on every business must be vaccinated. This guy who's been scaring us with this worsening of the coronavirus, couple hours ago today, he announced that things are fine. And as of July 19th, the QR code system in Moscow will stop being in operation. I personally don't know what to do. To celebrate, to be joyous, to laugh, or to cry. I hope you understand the depth of this mad circus that we've been having for the past, a month plus. They've been telling us how everything is terrible. They've been telling us how we must get jabbed, or else, things will just go from bad to worse. They've been telling us how medical system is under such tremendous pressure. And all of a sudden, just like that, bang, they're saying everything's fine. Over 60% of Moscovites are vaccinated, and we, cancel this QR code system, and we just, reopening all restaurants, all food courts. And was closing all food courts, all restaurants, was it helpful to stop COVID-19 spread in Moscow over a month ago? Or was there a extra infected people in the first place? This is the question that I'm asking. It's question number 1. I have a million more questions. Anyway, the breaking news is we're going back to normal. QR code system, that's it. That's the end. July 19th, as of per Mayor of Moscow. I hope you enjoyed the video. Let's discuss it in my streams. Watch for the announcements. I'll see you soon.